Our world is beautiful to look at. It's even more beautiful to understand. Forces of unimaginable power have forged our precious planet.
Bora lá que é uma força viva. Então isso é vivo, né? A água é viva, né?
They've created landscapes of endless variety and wonder. The forces of nature make Earth a volatile home. Yet the very stuff of our raging planet also created its greatest wonder: life. How could something so complex emerge from a barren rock? To understand how life arose from Earth billions of years ago, we have to start by understanding what our planet is made of. Its raw ingredients. This volcano in Indonesia is one of the few places where you can see one of those ingredients boil to the surface. The substance that bubbles out of the volcano's crater is so pure, it's precious. Precious enough for people to risk their lives to get their hands on it. Budi and his son Baggio have a job that brings them face to face with the raw ingredients of the earth.
Lek wong kan ndek omah ngono kan ditunggoni ambek bojone. Megawe ndek ijen koyok sedih perasaan lek ndelok bojo. Andai kata bojoku duwe anu liya ngono gak usah kerja dek gawe ijen.
Sing duwe belung
bojo selamat, anak yo selamat.
The crater of this volcano is a mine. The product is sulfur, one of the 92 chemical elements that are the building blocks of our planet. It's rare to find elements in their pure form like this, because they tend to react and combine with others. This elemental sulfur is no different. It wants to combine with oxygen. It wants to burn to become sulfur dioxide. That impure combination creates choking fumes, making this sulfur worthless. It needs to be kept pure so that it can be sold on to industry, to become an ingredient in the man-made world. But these men aren't miners. Their job is to stop the sulfur from burning and turning into useless clouds of gas. They are firefighters. And it's at night that they can get down to work. That's when the flames of the burning sulfur reveal themselves. When it ignites and reacts with oxygen, sulfur emits a blue flame. If they set alight other parts of the mine, the blue fires can rapidly spiral out of control.
Woi, kosong. Kobong itu, Pak. Yang disiram. Kobong. Kali lagi timbul gak kuat itu. Geser. Ya itu sedikit disiram sih. Ya. Ya itu cakur geser sih. Ya.
The noxious sulfurous gases want to react with us too. On contact with water in the eyes and mouth, gas from the blue flames instantly turns to sulfuric acid, making this one of the most hazardous places to work on Earth.
Karena itu mata saya enggak pakai lindung gitu, jadi polos mata sama asap. Habis itu mengeluarkan air terus mata saya. Oh, itu nih, segede itu disiram di sini.
In the fumes and the searing heat, Baggio and Budi are struggling to keep the fire under control. Each passing moment means more pure sulfur is going to waste.
Mbak, belen aku sampean.
Ya iya, kena meleke bakaran iki.
Mati kabeh, Pak.
Ya mripate apa perih? Mripate perih.
Ya lirang kobong arep perih.
Bagi Bapak kalau api itu sudah padam, hatinya Bapak itu ya senang. Pekerjaan sudah ringan, tapi tinggal capeknya saja di situ. Payah Bapak, urat-urat Bapak seperti habis gitulah.
The fire of the Kawa Ijen volcano has been tamed for another night. Elemental sulfur from the volcano is valuable because it's needed in everything from sugar production to medicine. We rarely get to see the elements like sulfur in their pure state, but they are what the world is made of. What we are made of. There is no difference between the sulfur that pours out of a volcano and the sulfur in each one of us. All life is made up of the same elements as the Earth. Just 92 elements make up everything on the planet. The elements are the building blocks of our world. But they are billions of years older. As old as the universe itself. The smallest of them all, hydrogen, was born at the beginning of the known universe, in the moments after the Big Bang. Then, in the immense pressure and heat of stars, hydrogen atoms fuse together to produce bigger elements: helium, carbon, oxygen. But it would take the death of these first stars to create enough energy to fuse those elements into the rest of the chemistry set. "92 elements flung out into space by unimaginably powerful explosions, where they eventually came together to build our planet." The story of Earth's creation is revealed in the colors that stain its rocks. Beneath the green carpet of grass of Tanzania, the ground is red, thanks to the powerful reaction between two of the planet's raw ingredients. This is the Great Rift Valley, where the first humans walked the Earth and have existed ever since. Today, it's the Maasai who live off this land, and that's given them an intimate connection to the Earth. One that they exhibit in their most important ceremonies. Tomorrow, Moiswa's son, Ndaika, will celebrate a landmark in the life of a Maasai warrior. Earth's elements will play a vital role in the ceremony.
Abaga bayru bulu rodire para nakada narawari maraba ya kuro kaget ngir masaya nang ni bot majo nya baganda maja bagana dang lene ga udra.
Ndaika will become an elder. He and his wives will join the leaders of their community.
Ranyo dinani janda itire ana do esia ya maraba yo kuro
yero yerando ndayari bokna
The family are almost ready for their guests, but there's one final ingredient that they must collect from the land.
I'm going to go to the ini belum nunggu sendiri nggak boleh enak dah baik naik dia lu aja dulu sama handega.
The ingredient they are looking for is red ochre, a traditional pigment.
Ibala mana dia? Ayah lu kamu, ayah tuit, ayah lu rumah, meraya lah jar dia. Rara na lenga la dia. Rara ado besho. Ado ba rose sen la lunga na ngamat na nalen.
The redness of the land here comes from one of the most abundant of Earth's raw ingredients: iron. 1/3 of our planet's mass is iron, most of it locked away in its molten core.
Lesi da yesu. Taga dora de nek sore lesu gandega.
But in this valley, iron has risen to the surface. The iron found here isn't pure. It has been powerfully attracted to oxygen in the environment and turned into iron oxide, a rusty red compound central to Maasai culture.
Akan nah lagarian nalin. Akan nah lagarian na mul lagarian. Na isda yang gulugonya na meren do na. Nanya amura na rogi akaru jumuro ndo ibe ini. Amura na baba bakaro ibe. Ada nyuruh gitu terakhir kali ya. Air aja lah. Itu kan banyak. Air aja. Terakhir sudah ya bro gitu.
Iron doesn't only inhabit the Earth, it's within us, too. Ndika's passage to elder status will culminate in the slaughtering of a bull. A moment that reveals that our connection to this element is more than skin deep. Just like the ochre, the blood is rich in iron. But this isn't just a ceremonial link to the land and nature. The Maasai rely on the nutritional value of iron-rich blood.
Nasi daidat ti milangar masa mu tubula baik ko kasarge. Ai hengku. Na hengolon. Kana karanan.
The land here and the life that depends upon it are deeply entwined by the reaction of iron and oxygen. The same chemistry that makes the earth red also keeps us alive. Thanks to the food we eat, Earth's iron is carried into the bloodstream. And like the iron in rock, iron in our blood cells binds to the oxygen we breathe. But only gently. As it circulates, blood releases the oxygen where it's needed. Life has taken the chemistry of the earth and made it its own. But for life to have started in the first place, it needed a medium for that chemistry to take place. Somewhere the elements of the earth could find each other, combine, and become the complex molecules of life. That medium was created by the union of two of the most common elements in the universe, hydrogen and oxygen. Water.
Yo creo que viene de una filtración de la tierra y entonces por allá los ríos o al mar.
Hidden deep in this forest in the Caribbean is one of the rarest phenomena there is. A magical sight that only exists here because of a unique property of water. A property that makes it essential to life on Earth. And biologist Tom Iliff has brought a specialist team here to track it down.
This limestone is fantastic here. The way it's pockmarked and dissolved away indicates that there's a lot of water moving underneath.
kill ourselves if we go that way.
Slippery slide on my ass. Or my...
Go that way, yeah.
Only a handful of divers have the skills to explore this network of caves.
So you're gonna need those two and this one, yeah?
Percent.
A place that only exists because of water's astonishing potency.
These caves are one of the last true, undiscovered, unexplored, unknown frontiers on the planet Earth.
99% of the planet's liquid fresh water is underground. But this cave is special, and it's all because of this liquid's extraordinary solvency. Water can dissolve more substances than any other liquid, which makes it able to cut through the limestone.
It can literally eat or dissolve its way through the solid rock and open up cracks and crevices, fissures. That makes it possible for even more water to go down that crack. And the crack gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And the bigger cracks get more water, and so they get enlarged faster, and they form caves.
The caves are perilously fragile, but the team is intent on penetrating as deep as possible into this alien world.
The reason why we go through these narrow slots, why we push our bodies to the limits, is to find something majestic, something beautiful on the other side. Unless you go there, unless you look, you're never going to know. Worst thing is your tanks may wedge in and literally stick you in a spot where you can't move forward or backward.
The attempt to squeeze through the narrowing passages has disturbed the sediment. Tom and his buddy have no choice but to call a halt to their exploration.
Hey there, welcome back. Glad to see you.
Oh man, that tight spot in there, I could barely fit through. It was really a squeeze, just...
Yeah. I got like the wing stuck on a rock.
Yeah.
Had to move the rock out of the way. I'd say we leave it like 24 hours at least so it clears up. And then come back, give it another go. Yeah.
The team has only explored part of this cave system and seen a hint of its beauty. What they will find in the morning will be truly spectacular.
Alright, so we're going to tie in the main line and swim down. And about 10-15 minutes in, the line makes a slight turn to the left. Also there, I expect it to be pretty bad viz. We have to keep pretty close to the line and be aware of that at all times.
The next day, the visibility is cleared. The explorers are about to get their first glimpse of a rare natural phenomenon created by water's power to dissolve.
I don't know what it is. I can't tell you exactly what's happening, but something different, something very, very important is going on in this cave.
The quality of the water suddenly changes. This strange and beautiful phenomenon is known as a halocline.
You pop up and there's crystal clear water, and it almost is if you're lifting off and flying in the air.
Seawater drawn in from the ocean is dense with dissolved salts and minerals, and sits in a discrete layer beneath the fresh cave water.
And it's so clear there's a tendency you want to take your regulator out of your mouth and you want to start breathing the water.
All this is created by the marriage of hydrogen and oxygen. Water's power as a solvent means it transports Earth's ingredients around the planet. And it does the same within us. The elements carried around the planet are also carried around our bodies. Every living creature on Earth needs water to deliver the ingredients of life to its cells. And life will go to extraordinary lengths to get those ingredients. It's the end of winter in the Italian Alps. Few creatures can endure this harsh, unforgiving landscape. The alpine ibex is one of them. As the winter snow melts, it unlocks the vast stores of water, replenishing the rivers. But for this female and her kid, water is not the most important thing for them right now. It's what the water brings that really matters. Water carries something so essential to their survival that this female is about to lead her kid on the most challenging climb of its young life. Rada Bionda is a park ranger. He's fascinated by the resilience of these creatures.
Gli stambecchi si sono evoluti in ambienti che per noi possono essere terribili. E sono abituatissimi a vivere a quote elevatissime in inverno in situazioni veramente di ripidità, per noi sono impensabili.
Rada has been studying the ibex for years, and he knows exactly where they're heading. This is the Cingino Dam. The vast expanse of the stone wall holds back the snowmelt. But there is an unintended consequence thanks to the solvent power of water. As it seeps through the dam, water evaporates. Any minerals it carried with it are left deposited on the dam wall. These mineral salts are the big draw for the mother and her kid.
La dieta che caratterizza tutte le specie di ungulati a base di erbe comunque di vegetali, è molto povera di sali minerali. In altre situazioni, rocce, pareti rocciose così, è proprio legato a questa necessità.
Without salts and minerals, the ibex simply can't survive. Muscle fibers won't contract. Electrical signals in their nerves won't fire. They're left with no choice but to risk scaling the 50-meter high wall.
In una situazione estrema, diciamo così, di ripidità, la possibilità di leccare del sale è una tentazione fortissima.
The promise of salt and minerals lures them even higher. The kid gets a first taste of the precious, salt-rich rock. It's a heroic climb, driven by breathtaking determination. With Earth's ingredients brought here by water, the prize. Life takes the raw ingredients of the earth and transforms them. Life hijacks Earth's simple chemical reactions and makes them useful. Thanks to the medium of water, the chemicals of life are always on the move. We are just chemistry. Earth's elements brought together to create a living thing. But what is life? What does it mean to be living? This part of Japan is famous for a unique creature. Every year, between March and June, a special type of squid rises up from the deep ocean in their millions. When these squid appear, they put on a remarkable display of the alchemy of life. For the locals, that alchemy makes them a delicacy. But for fishermen like Mr. Urakami, it makes them highly profitable.
ホタルイカだけで2億5千かそこら最高の時は。
Mr. Urakami is banking on what he needs to be the most profitable catch of the year.
Oh, madai.
おい、痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。ちょ待っと待っとろ。ないわないわよ。ないわよ。ダメや。おい、ドボンするな。ドボンするわ、すぐドボン。あ、こいつは別にした方がいいねんか。
The squid are proving elusive. But on the beach, there are the first signs that the firefly squid have arrived. This is the display that everyone has been waiting for. This remarkable light show is caused by a beautifully controlled chemical reaction inside the squid. A chemical called luciferin reacts with oxygen and produces light. The luciferin is simply made of elements, such as carbon, nitrogen, and sulfur. The basic elements and reactions of the Earth's raw ingredients have been hijacked by the squid and then controlled in an exquisite expression of life's alchemy. Back on board Mr. Urakami's fishing boat, there's a change in fortune.
まあ、小太郎はまあいるからいいんだけど。寝れよ。網網網網。の、おいよ。大きいのでドッと取ってくればいいんだけど、やっぱりそれだけいいものをうちらとしてはプライドとして出したい。ライト。おお、全部。おお。前。It's beautiful.
Although uniquely spectacular, the squid are doing what all life does. Controlling chemistry to do what it needs to survive. Ultimately, life is a cascade of controlled chemical reactions between the elements of Earth. Reactions played out at exactly the right time, in exactly the right order. Reactions that harness energy and sometimes beautifully release it. For Mr. Urakami and his crew, this is the spectacle they live for.
上等やわ。思った以上に満足や。
Life's chemistry in action. No matter what form life on this planet takes, there is one thing it has in common. Whether it's a plant, or a firefly squid, or you. There is one chemical reaction that is universal to life. a remarkable piece of chemistry found in living things across the planet. The chemistry that makes the inanimate animate. The chemistry we think made our planet come alive. This fjord in Iceland holds the clues to how rock could have made the first step to life. What's hidden beneath the cold waters here may have gone undiscovered. But diver Erlander Bogason heard vague reports of something strange going on.
My next door neighbor was this old lady telling me the stories about steam she saw from the sea. I had been diving there many times, so I knew this place. I didn't believe this old lady. So I called my friend Árni, the fisherman, and asked him to take me to this place. I was like stressed because you're going alone somewhere to dive and you don't know what you're doing or what you're going to find. When I just see this huge white thing, it looked like a giant.
The towering pillar of rock was spewing water like a chimney.
It was an unbelievable sight. Wow, it's beautiful. It's something incredible.
Erlander had found a hydrothermal vent.
I took my glove off, put my arm into the hot water. It was like burning hot.
Searing hot, fresh water pumping directly into cold seawater. But it's what happens when these two water sources meet that makes this place so special. We can see it in a simple experiment. Using the water samples collected from the fjord, we can create the same conditions of the vent on land. The voltmeter reveals that bringing the two sources of water together generates power. Just like in a common battery, the power here is created by the movement of charged particles. Acidic seawater has lots of positively charged particles, or protons, and alkaline freshwater has relatively few. When you connect them together, they want to equalize. So protons cascade like a waterfall from one side to another, creating power. We now think energy produced this way is the spark of life. Because it doesn't just happen at these hydrothermal vents. Exactly the same flow of particles goes on inside the cells of almost every living creature. From the lowliest seaweed, a whale, us. This source of energy is the one thing that unites life on Earth. And that's the clue. Our most ancient ancestor wasn't a living thing at all. It was most likely a hydrothermal vent pumping out water into the oceans of the restless young Earth 4 billion years ago. If the spark of life emerged from something as simple as the chemistry of a planet bathed in water, it could happen elsewhere. For there are places beyond Earth with oceans of liquid water, where there may be hydrothermal vents. Such a world may exist circling the giant gas planet Jupiter. Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, is an ice-covered ball of rock. It's now thought that beneath its icy shell is a deep, salty ocean. Just the right kind of place to find hydrothermal vents that could have provided the same spark that started life on Earth. Europa's thick ice cap need not be a barrier to life. Bacteria live in lake water capped by deep ice in Antarctica. Perhaps the mysterious red stains on the surface of Europa are signs of alien bacteria. Perhaps Europa has mirrored the early Earth. Perhaps, once again, elements of the universe have been turned into the wonderful alchemy of life.